All right. So, Grim Fandango. We played this last week. I remember if I remember right. Um, what did we do last week? We got stuck in the cat track, more or less. Um, and yes, find that Meche. We're on a boat. There's a song about that, I think. Um, but tonight we're gonna hopefully the boat's called the Stairway to Heaven. Oh, that's right, it is, isn't it? Hmm. Oh, gotcha. Well, either way. Oh,
Ensign.
wait, what the hell? Also, this is a little loud for me. There we go. Alright, so basically everyone's turned into...
Ensign Arnold was just a kid.
They all got shrubbed.
I'm not gonna disrupt the evidence. I'm sorry I led you into trouble, sailor.
Alright, what do we have now that we got our scythe and we have our scythe? Okay, so we have nothing, which makes sense. We don't really need to have anything other than that. We can't go back outside either. We'll go down the ladder.
Oh, no.
Look at them all. They're all dead. They're all sprouted. They've been bushed.
This can't be happening. Hey, he's back here! Sack him!
Oh, this isn't good.
Custom officials, open this door.
Yeah, customs.
Yeah, we want to check your bags.
Don't worry, Captain. We're safe in here. Okay, let's just set the explosives and get the hell
Oh,
out
of
here.
course.
That's the starboard anchor control. It's attached pretty well.
Okay, and this is the port anchor control.
That's the port anchor control. That's the throttle for the port side engine.
I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Why am I not moving? Hmm. Let's see how this goes. Okay, you know what? Let's see, what else is there in this room? Engine.
Híjole. Gladys sure did a number on that old diesel. If it were just a little more powerful, we could probably tear on out of here.
I tried. Oh, I tried. But I failed. It's not powerful enough.
Hey, maintain, sailor.
Okay, so let's talk to Glottis, I guess. Wait, no, I want to talk to... Okay, you know what? We're going to activate the port side winch. That's done. Why does clicking on Glottis make you go all the way over there? That's kind of bizarre. Oh. Oh, excuse me.
Now I find an access.
Oh, excuse me.
It says inspected by number 36.
Huh. That's interesting.
Oh, sure. Now I can't reach. It said can't reach. Can't reach.
Can't reach, but maybe we could use our anchor
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
to pull it in. I'm brilliant. Maybe, if this works. What do you... What? What the hell was that? Uh... Okay, that was weird. Let's try that again. That did look like a glitch. I don't know what the hell. Like, one would think he's trying to, like, grab it, but... Alright. I guess. Whatever. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could try and lowering it. We could also do this... Maybe...
Oh, sure. Now I find an actual rusty
Okay, so he's just gonna have the same dialogue, I guess.
By number 36?
I just want to see if doing this one with the scythe does anything. Or if it's not glitched, although it looks like it is. Okay, that's just really bizarre. I don't know what the hell's going on, but... Yeah, we're gonna lower them. Which is, it's a little weird though that we'd have to lower them in order to use this.
It would probably be easier to raise it with the motor.
Okay, so I was doing the right thing, raising them up first. Because this won't do anything. If I just go forward, it just doesn't go anywhere. I don't know why it doesn't go anywhere, but... oh, this is good.
I think the best way to use this engine would be the controls over there, as
Okay.
opposed to the hands-on method.
What's this?
Gladys, what do these readouts mean?
That we're gonna blow up, Captain, and it's gonna hurt.
Oh, that's nice. I'll go back. No. Well, this is good. We're literally in the very first spot here, and we're... I mean, we can... Let's give it a try. Just raise the right anchor. Well, the right anchor is raised. Do I have to lower... Oh. Raise right anchor, then turn ship to the right. So do I have to lower the left anchor, I presume? Well, let's try it and see. I don't know if this will work or if we'll re-raise it. It's not like it takes a long time, so... Oh! Oh, please tell me this is not going to be one of those. I see. Okay. Okay. Alright, so then we get that down. We kind of do this. And then maybe raise this one? There we go. Now, do we do any... reversed? Well, at least we kind of know what to do, and it's relatively quick at least, so there's that. Oh.
Well, there you go.
There we go. That worked.
They're locked together like plastic monkeys from a barrel.
Okay.
Can't reach.
What do you mean? What do you mean can't?
Can't reach.
What do you mean you can't reach? It's literally in the window. Do I have to use the... Oh, revert. Oh, okay. Raise left. Oh, okay. Oh, to rip a hole maybe open. Alright, so first things first, let's put this back next to the dock. Oh my god, this is such a weird, like problem solving. I mean, especially when you get, like, that glitchy, like, look to it. It makes it feel like you're not supposed to be doing the what it had you do.
Glottis, cover your ears.
Huh.
What was that?
The dotted line, buddy.
And then... reverse? Yep. Somehow I feel like boats don't operate this way. It is Thunderball, but this is a lot more contrived.
Just a little farther, Glottis.
Oh, this is good. This is very good. You know, never would I have thought in a million years that in this game we'd be playing a water level.
Manny, choking.
Mira, snap out of it, sailor.
Easy for you to say. You don't have lungs.
Hey, you live without your heart once, so you can live without air for a little while. Just until I figure out what we're gonna do.
Alright, so... I can go up or down. Let's talk to Glottis.
You alright?
I'm a spirit of the land, Manny, not of the sea.
Hang in there, mano.
Okay. Let's go down.
Beware, brave captain. Here in the darkest depths of the Sea of Lament dwell the most horrible monsters of all. The fearsome, murky demons of the deep will swallow you whole the instant you leave this pool of light.
But he's not really breathing. I mean, Glottis I would expect to not be able to talk, but...
Forward and learn for yourself.
All right, I believe you. Just quit it with the creepy spirit of the land voice, huh?
Okay, so I can't really go...
Here comes one now.
Oh, jeez.
Amigo. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Hey!
Amigo.
Huh? Who? Oh, geez, another shipwreck. You see,
Ah.
that's why I'll never travel by boat.
We've had a little accident. Think you could help us out?
Depends on what kind of help you're looking for.
Could you take us to the Pearl?
Ha! You don't believe those old stories, do you? You think somewhere in this ocean there's a gigantic pearl that shines so brightly it can be seen from passing ships? And that sometimes sailors so allured by its luster actually...
Luster. That's a word that sounds really fun to say, you know?
From again?
Yeah, and I think it's right over...
Bah! I've been walking this ocean for years. I ain't never seen it.
Could we tag along with you?
Well, it's a long walk you're talking about.
We don't have any other choice.
Oh, all right then. Lift those knees, stick close to my light, and try to sing in key. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Yeah.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed.
Oh my
No,
god.
I'm gonna let let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it
I feel like this
shine.
is just shit posting in this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah.
Oh my god, they're all the way back there now.
Let it shine, let it shine.
Let it shine. Let it shine.
I'm not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine.
Holy
I'm not
shit.
gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine.
I-
I'm not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Wow. Holy shit. They're still going. Okay, I guess, they're gonna come right back. Yeah, there they are. Where am I? Where'd we go? Oh, there we are. I was like, did we get lost already?
I thought that looked like our ship.
That's just a trick the ocean plays on your mind, kid. Makes everything look the same after a while, like you was going in circles.
Well, this isn't the kind of progress I was hoping for.
Oh, well, the wet march of the soul ain't for everybody.
Could we borrow that light for a second?
Sorry, I'm kind of attached to it.
Well then, Glottis, pick him up. Carry him with us.
No, really. The pearl is right
Probably
over
this.
You poor sucker, that's the moon! Tell me you didn't come all this way out here to pearl dive the moon.
Let's see.
there. Is everything okay with your eyebrows?
Them is barnacles, genius. I don't move fast enough to shake them, so they tend to pile up.
Oh, this is
I don't
getting
mind,
interesting.
though, they're the only company I got. Ain't you, boys?
Could you send for help?
Oh, sure. I promise to call for help at the next phone booth I walk by.
What are you doing down here?
Trying to get out of the land of the dead, same as everybody else.
Why are you walking instead of taking a ship?
Got sick of waiting around Rubicava for a boat. Figured I'd make better time this way.
Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, I mean,
Going.
I don't really have anything to say at this point.
I just keep it on my right. That way I know I'm heading in a straight line.
But
Oldest trick in the book.
how long have you been down here?
Well, let me put it this way. I wasn't always this color.
Shouldn't you have hit dry land by now?
I'm trying to cross a big ocean here, Sonny. What do you know about it?
I've already done it. In a boat.
A boat? Don't
A
talk
boat.
to me about
One of those newfangled things.
How have you kept that light going all these years?
Well, I found this coral, this glow-in-the-dark coral. Damnedest thing. Glows like a lightning bug and never seems to wear out.
I had some of that once. Made a nice grappling hook.
I don't think you had what I got, because I don't think you've been to the place where I got it.
Where'd you get the coral?
Edge of the world, boy. That's the only place it grows.
What's the problem with boats?
We had such a nice boat.
Why is everybody always talking about boats?
Because
You got
they're
a perfect
boats. They
good
help
pair
us
of
get
legs.
across
Why not
water.
use 'em, I say.
Let me guess. You died in a boat wreck.
A boat wreck would have been better than what happened to us. Led off course by bad equipment, lost for weeks, no food, no shelter from the sun. We'd started throwing the dead overboard. But then the sharks began following the boat.
What happened in the end?
What happened was, I learned 3 valuable lessons. Stay away from boats.
Yeah.
When it comes to navigation, trust only the moon and the stars. And when there's only 2 of you left, never,
Oh.
ever go to sleep.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I don't want to break your stride there.
Okay, see you around.
Watch out for sea monsters.
Who? These guys?
Oh. Okay.
Oh, they don't mess with old Chipito. I'm too bright for them.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of...
According to our map, I think that's...
I'm gonna let it shine.
I'd definitely go over there first chance I get, but there's a lot of dark water between here and there.
I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it
can I-
shine. Hey, Leo!
No, I'm just gonna grab his light.
Let go!
He's like inside Glottis too. Whoa, hey. That's not weird at all.
Your own lamp, pal. Whatever happened to the code of the sea?
Oh, I think her days of use are over.
I told you that name was bad luck.
Hey,
Sorry.
oh Lola, looks like I let you down again.
Which one was Lola again? I
Oh,
forget.
I think her days of use are over. You all right?
I'm a spitting on.
Hang in there, mano.
What do we got? We still have just our scythe, I think, yeah? Yeah. So...
I don't want to mess up my blade.
Alright. And we can't go over here because it's too dark.
I don't want to mess up my blade.
Alright, so we're gonna have that put away. So this over here is what we want to get to.
I definitely
But
go over
it's
there
too
first chance
dark.
I get, but there's a lot of dark
Oops.
water between here and there. I definitely go over there first chance I get. There's a lot of
I think
dark
we have to
water
do
between
something
here and there.
with the guy.
Oh, Lola. Oh, I think her days of use are... Oh, Lola. Looks like I let you down.
And it's talking to Glottis. Okay, we gotta wait for this guy to come back. You know what? Time to use the scythe, I think. We gotta wait for this guy to come on back. Because there's, like, nothing else we can do other than interact with Glottis, the boat, this, and that dude.
That soul has already been reaped. My scythe.
Ah. Like, how... Like, there's literally... I know, I have to grab him, but he has to make his loop again. I'm assuming Glottis will just rip the lamp right off of him. Plug your sponer. You want to try English, please, sir? Plug your sponsor, the who's my sponsor? Am I getting a sponsor now? I'll get a sponsor spot. Someone wants to pay me. Brought to you by Socialist Joe's Tea Reviews. Have you heard of Raid Shadow Legends by any chance? Have balls, just cut them off.
Amigo. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Are you? Fuck, come on. He goes by so quick and you have to, like, talk to him twice.
Not blue yet.
Well, this is fun. Looking for a mobile game. Well, I can recommend quite a few to you. One of them, paid Battle Legends. I honestly wish I could. Like, I really wish I could. There was, like, a fast forward button. AFK Arena or what? There's a couple of AFK games that I've played that are kind of fun. It's just like, you know, it gets into that, like, mindset of like, oh, you're making progress, and it's like, hey, okay, you know, we're doing a little bit here and there. And the one that I did was basically about, like, balls, like spheres that drop that are worth different points. Basically, it's like, it was almost like Cookie Clicker or whatever. And I realize you're not playing, you're just hitting the same buttons everyone else when you're allowed to hit it. Yeah, pretty much.
Amigo.
What? More survivors? I just passed another ship.
Well, I don't want to...
Okay, this
No.
little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Glottis, come on. There we go.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Follow me
Oh, there we go.
Taking me.
to the moon.
There we go. That worked.
Manny, is that the pearl? Ooh-wee! I knew I'd find her someday. I'm rich.
Shh, something's happening.
Manny, what's going on?
All these... Oh, shit. Oh, this is terrifying. Oh, yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Hmm.
I don't know, but I don't like the way that thing's looking at us. I'm not going, Glottis. Go down there and talk demon talk to that octopus.
Heck no. I'm
Hey,
scared.
Chipito,
I'm
go for
staying
a
up
swing,
here
will
with
ya?
you.
You're drawing too much attention to us.
I'm sticking to you like the barnacles on my eyebrows, so don't even think of sneaking off with my pearl.
I think we found our transportation. I can't get anywhere near the sub
Okay,
while that
so-
monster's guarding it.
Yeah, I was thinking about going up this way because I see some red thing kind of like moving over here. It's not, you can bear, you can't, I can't even see it on my preview on stream, so.
Not quite as famous as the pearl is the slimy barnacle-covered old rock of legend. I
Yes.
don't want to get tangled up in those.
No. Okay, so.
Ugh. Watch those hands, clams.
Let's see if we keep going this way. What happens? Oh. Oh, yes.
Hey, lay off.
Oh, yes. Eat him.
Hey, where are you going? You can't leave me here all alone. Come back here.
Oh, yeah, that, honestly, kind of terrifying. Pardon? This octopus is smart enough to figure out how to operate this thing? Okay.
Looks like we're heading south.
But there's nothing on that edge of the world except
The edge.
Okay, well, hey, we're making progress, at least. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Manny.
Don't ask, carnal, because I don't know.
Alright. Let's see. Let's talk to Glottis.
See any hint of that octopus swimming around here?
No, but I can smell him.
You can smell in the water, okay. So we can go left, and we can go right, and we can go up. Let's go left first. Octopi apparently are very smart.
Lay down your tools. We're busting out of here. Man, if I had only gotten that book back from Terry, I could really start some trouble here.
Ha! Pretty much.
Lay down your tool. We're busting out. Man, if I had only gotten that book back from Terry, I could
Alright, so I can't do
really
anything
start
with
some
these
trouble here.
guys. Oh, this...
I don't
Okay.
know how I'd get down there without this
I like how this is all glitched out right here.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! What are you doing, dude? Yeah, I guess I just don't... It looked like it was going the other way, and I don't know what's going on right now. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so... Okay, that's a dead wall, or... invisible wall, whatever. What the hell? I can only go up the chain. There's nothing I can really do here. At least not that I can tell, no. There's nothing I can do here. So let's go back up. Well, that's interesting. This is a really bizarre point. I don't know... Like, the way that this thing is moving, it implies that it... Like, am I supposed to go up that thing, maybe?
How convenient.
If I turn it off, what does that do? Slows it down. Reverses it. Let's go back. Let's reverse it back the way it was. And then go up. I'll be honest, this is really bizarre. And this is going to be kind of confusing trying to keep track of where we're going. What? Whoa! Ooh, that was close. What happens if we do this over here? Oh, this is gonna be this is a weird part, I'll be honest. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Oh wait, what's this? There's a rock over here that I can interact
The
with.
edge of the world, but not the edge I could jump, but the odds of me hitting that boat are pretty slim.
But wait, you were on...
It's not a handheld device. This scoop looks heavier than my last ship.
Did I accidentally somehow, like, inadvertently get onto the ship when I wasn't supposed to? Because I feel like I was, and I don't see anything here that... Ooh, wait. Oh. I don't see anything really that I could interact with. That's fun. So I'm mildly confused. I don't know if I am supposed to be here yet.
They must bring the core over here to be crushed. Either that, or these are the biggest, meanest looking hair killers I've ever seen. Those things are dangerous. I'd be ground to bits.
Okay, so we need to use the scoop to put something in there. I am not sure what's going on, but I know if I do that there, it's fine. And it does a little cutscene thing. If I do it like over here, I do a cutscene thing, but does anything happen in the middle? I don't think so. Okay. So...
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, so now it's gone. That's interesting. This is weird. Like, I am not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here yet. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here yet. Um... Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go back this way. Oh, that's where that goes. Okay. So let's see what's the middle path then, because if we kind of made a huge loop.
Gladys, I'm gonna sneak inside and look for Meche.
What if that octopus comes back while you're gone?
Poke him in the eye and steal his sub.
Stupid octopus.
Yeah, stupid octopus. Okay, we can go right or left. What do we want to do? There's a door here. I'm thinking right, but I don't know if that's going to be correct. What do y'all think? Executive decision. We're going right. Oh, hello. Okay, what else can we interact? Okay, we can interact with.
It's empty.
It's empty. Okay.
Children's books.
Children's books. Okay.
Meche,
What?
Manny, what are you doing here?
I wanted to see how your trip was going, Angel. I am your travel agent, you know. By the way, thanks for that bottle of champagne you sent me. It really hit the spot.
You were headed for a trap. I was trying to warn you. Domino was using me like bait. I didn't want you to end up a prisoner here like me.
Prisoner? Where's your cell? Or are you just sharing a bunk with the warden?
Ooh.
If that's what you think of me, then why did you come here?
Because this is where he belongs. Here, working for me. I knew you'd come around eventually. Right or wrong, Manuel Calavera is always with the winning team, right, Manny? That's why you're here now.
I'm getting off this rock, and I'm taking all of these people with me.
Oh, this is interesting.
Manny, there's no way off this island. I'm afraid you're stuck here in my little executive training program. See, I need you to take my place here, kid. I've got to get back to the city where the action is.
Sorry, Manny, but I had to come in. My skin was getting all pruny.
Him, I don't need.
No, Glottis.
I'm gonna grind you to powder for that, cabrón.
Maybe later. But for now, let me just show you your new office.
Damn. Okay.
Careful, BB. The new boss is waking up.
Why? Oh, that voice is very familiar.
I like my old desk better. This is sad. Hola, angelitos.
I'll bite you, I swear to God!
Please don't bite anyone else, Pugsy. That's why they put us in the cage in the first place.
Oh god, I can picture. I don't know who it. I know the voice. I've heard the voice before.
Why do you want to bite me?
You're the mean new boss.
Mr. Hurley said you were meaner than him.
He said you had a bone saw.
It was a cartoon, I feel like.
My name is Manny Calavera. What's yours?
Mr. Hurley told us about you. You're the one who tricked Meche.
Poor Meche.
I didn't trick anybody.
Mr. Hurley said he was supposed to take care of Meche, but you stole her case from him.
Is that true?
I'm gonna try.
Okay,
I gotta keep him talking.
So mean.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say something else that's a little bit more. It's not from Pajama Sam. It's from something else.
Mr. Mean Boss Guy.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to look it up now because I honestly have no idea what his name is, or what the character is. Pug the voice. Pamela Adlon. I'm not recognizing any of the other characters she's done. Part of me thinks this isn't necessarily right, but hold on. Let's see what she's. Let's see IMDb what she's most known for. Wow, none of those things I understand. Let's hold on. Let me bring this over here. All right, so this is the IMDb page for her. She's done a lot of stuff. Recess, Spinelli, that's what I was looking for. I'm like, I knew what it, I could picture it, but I couldn't actually. I couldn't put the name to the face, like the face or the voice to another character. Okay. That is it. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay.
You bite me and I'll sue your parents.
Our parents?
Oh, I made the children cry.
Hey, don't cry, children. Please, stop crying. Why am I so bad at this? What are you two doing in this cage?
Making light bulbs.
Look, we're working as hard as we can. Why don't you leave us alone?
Listen, children, I'm here to help.
There's really not much more room in here.
Your hands are too big to make light bulbs.
Let me see if I can explain this whole thing to you. You see, I had this job, selling travel packages to immigrant souls. If I sold enough of them, I got to leave the land of the dead. Now, I was in a slump, and I really needed a fat commission, so...
You're a bad man.
Go away, bad man.
Yeah, go away.
Mitch is my friend. You can ask her.
She talked about you before.
Oh, good.
Every time she says your name, she looks so sad.
I don't know what you did to her, but you're gonna be sorry.
My hands are not too big to make light bulbs. It's basically you have tiny hands.
My hands are not too big to make light bulbs.
Then why don't you help?
My butt's too big to sit on one of those little perches.
I'm gonna tell Meche you said that word to us.
I told you he was bad.
I'm in the Maritime Union. We can't do factory work.
I don't know what those words mean.
It means he doesn't want to help us because he's mean.
I just don't have any of those little tiny tools, that's all.
Here, take my hammer.
Well, now we have a little hammer. That's something.
I'm here to help you get out of this cage.
You can't do that. We have to stay here and take care of Meche.
She'd be so sad here all alone. Sometimes we hear her crying, you know.
Let's see.
I'm the one who's gonna take Meche out of here.
What?
You can't do that.
Who's gonna take care of us?
Oh God, we'll get all of them. Now that they're crying, we'll scold them.
You're two bad little children. I'm glad you're in a cage. Very bad. Nice cage you have here.
Mr. Hurley grew demon ravens with human heads in
Oh,
them.
that's
He said
fucked
if we ever
up.
tried to get away, he'd send the ravens after us.
And let them make nests out of our bones.
Okay.
I'm here to...
You can't, we have to...
She'd be sometime.
You children just wait here and be brave little angelitos, okay?
Okay.
All right. So he threw a hammer at us. Let's pick it up. So that's useful, I guess. Okay, so there's nothing we can do in here, I don't think. Let's go back over to Meche's office, I guess.
Oh, look, it's my Prince Charming. Are you back here just to insult me some more, or do you just want some ice for your head?
Gee.
I think we need to talk.
Start talking. You're the salesman.
I have a lot of explaining to do, or she has a lot of it. I'll.
You have a lot of explaining to do.
Me? About what?
Why are those those children locked up in a cage.
With the wings those angelitos have, they're the only things on this island Domino can't control.
Oh, fair enough.
Why are you working for Domino?
I do what he asks only to protect the children.
Why did you take me out with that champagne bottle?
I told you to stop you from falling into Domino's trap. If you had made it on that ship, then you would have ended up
Here?
Yes.
Well, here we go.
So why did you run out of my office?
I felt so embarrassed, and you looked so disappointed in me. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Then what were you doing that whole year I was in Ubakawa?
I was lost.
What did you...
I don't want to talk about that year, please.
Fair enough.
Has Domino hurt you in any way?
Not as much as I've hurt him. Boy, can that guy take a punch.
Hey, if they can fly, let's set the kids free to go get help.
They can't fly that far, Manny. But they can fly circles around Domino, and they can bite pretty hard.
Okay.
I'll lay off the questions.
Great. Now if we could get you to just lay off the cologne.
Hey, I'm a sailor now. We have to wear this stuff. I have a lot of explaining to do.
Save your breath. Domino's explained it all to me already.
But what? Okay. Why would you... Whatever. Why would you let Domino say it if he's the one that trapped you here and you're believing what he said? Okay.
Come on, we're getting out of here.
Trying to steal my commission from Domino again. Manny, don't you ever give up?
I'm not after any commission. I just want to get us both out of here.
Then why don't you just ask your boss for the day off?
Can't believe you think he's my boss. He's my arch enemy.
I think he's your boss. You think he's my boyfriend. We don't seem to have a good foundation of trust in our relationship, do we?
I'm sorry I implied he was your boyfriend. I do trust you.
Well, I'm not sure I trust you about that. But I'll tell you one thing that would convince me. Give me your gun.
What? What makes you think I have a gun?
You work for the most heavily armed organization in the land of the dead. Don't try to tell me they didn't issue you a gun.
They didn't issue me a gun.
What, are you on probation? I'm not buying this, Manuel. Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
That wall's important. Which wall is important?
Sir, do you have an appointment?
I'm going in there to tell Domino my demands.
I don't think you fully understand the chain of command around here. Pugsy and BB work for you. You and I work for Domino, who works for Hector Le Mans, crime boss of El Maro.
Well, I think it's time for a little corporate restructuring.
Can I just sneak up behind him and cut his head off?
He seems completely unaware of how close I am to escape. Domino! Domino!
Taking your first coffee break already, Calavera?
We got a score to settle, Issy.
You know, if I ever spoke to my boss Hector that way...
You killed my best friend.
The demon? Manny, you can use a demon as a driver. Let him carry your messages, let him serve you food. But you can't ever start thinking of them as friends. It's just not natural.
You'll know. Okay.
What are you doing out here on the edge of the world?
Oh, I know. I ask myself that every day. But I'm going to train you, Manny, to take my place here running this 2-bit light bulb factory.
You and Hector set up a secret hideout to make light bulbs?
Oh, no, that's just a side benefit. The real purpose is to have a place we can lock up all those old clients of mine. Can't have good people wandering loose in the land of the dead, telling everybody how we stole their double-in tickets, now can we?
Jeez.
Why don't you just sprout me like you tried at Puerto Zapato?
That wasn't me. That was Hector. He's so unimaginative. Just wants to tie up the loose ends, you know? But I believe, however, that you can be rehabilitated through honest work.
Uh-huh.
How can you keep little children in a cage?
Trust me, it's easier than keeping big kids in a cage.
Fair. Fair point.
You stole all these people's tickets?
Okay, how much of this haven't you figured out, Calavera? Capal would route all the good clients to me after he switched over their tickets to a secret holding fund. I'd cover up the paper trail, and we'd make sure that the pigeon jumped overboard at the Pearl.
Okay.
I knew You were getting all the good clients.
I handled them all, except for Mercedes, who you hijacked from me in that ridiculous hot rod, which I saw, by the way, last time I was in Rubacava. I tell you, Manny, hot rods like that just don't look safe to me.
So it wasn't my fault Meche didn't get a ticket. You stole it.
Well, it's your fault.
But why would they be stealing them?
Instead of coming here right away, but I fixed that.
One ticket for you.
Maybe we'll find out.
How many more do you need?
Oh, Manny, we never touch the product ourselves. We sell a ticket to unfortunate souls, unable to lead moral lives because of the crippling amount of cash they were born into.
But you could just take the tickets and leave today.
We found a way to make the land of the dead livable. Why would we want to leave?
Nice island you got here.
Yeah, the previous owners didn't know what they had here. Let us pick it up for a song. They scooped out all the coral they could reach with their crane and then abandoned the plant. But we knew we had what it would take to go the extra distance to the Big Reef.
Big Reef, okay.
Lecture me about the winning attitude again?
No, slave labor, Manny. That's the real ticket to success.
Okay.
What makes you think I'm gonna work for you?
Well, there's not much to do on this island if you don't work. Take it from me. And think about it. Once I'm gone, it will be just you and Meche alone on this deserted island. Don't tell me that prospect doesn't appeal to you.
I don't plan to be on this island for very long.
Manny, I have all the guns. I have all the transportation, and I have all the brains. What are you gonna do?
Uprising.
I'm taking Meche out of this dungeon.
Manny, before I found her, she spent a year out there in the petrified forest alone because of you. By comparison, I'd say I'm keeping her pretty comfortable here in my dungeon. Wouldn't you say?
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
Okay. So... Sure. Can I talk to her?
Hey, about that gun.
Ready to hand over your heater?
I would if I had one.
Right.
I don't work for the most heavily armed...
I'm just gonna bring up a random old topic.
You're right. There are those rumors of that revolutionary army that's been stockpiling weapons.
Actually, them, I work for.
Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Hey, about...
Ready to hand...
I would.
Right.
Listen,
Manny, talking isn't helping right now, okay?
Okay. I like her. Okay.
Ow! Oh, my stockings. They're ruined. And this was my best hair.
Okay.
You try to have one nice thing on this cruel island.
Let's grab those.
good enough for me.
What is?
Oh, the speed at which you're working.
That's nice, Manny, but you're not my boss, so really I couldn't care less.
Good. Excellent. Carry on. Children's books.
I like to read to the Angelitos. It reminds me of
All right.
better times. Ready to have...
Listen.
Manny, talking isn't
Okay,
helping
so-
right now, okay?
If I do this again, what happens? Yeah, right. Okay, so that doesn't do anything again. So that's fine. Tiny hammer, scythe, and stockings.
You know, a little clear nail polish would fix these right up. I would never wear these. They have a hole in them.
Yeah, that's the reason you wouldn't wear them, Manny. Alright, so let's leave here. I'm assuming this is the wall you're talking about, this doorway looking thing. Let's see if we can go this way. We could probably just go out of the island or whatever.
Hola, Angelitos.
Hello, Mr. Mean Boss Guy.
Hey, would one of you children happen to have a gun?
Yeah, we do. So stick him up.
Let me see it.
He doesn't have one. He's such a liar.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're stupid.
Your light bulbs don't work.
Your light bulbs all smell like boogers.
Ha! Nobody thinks you're funny anymore.
Oh, yeah? Well, everybody in this cage is smarter than you.
Everybody except for you.
Yeah, 'cause I'm especially smart.
Children's banter.
Dreams.
In your baby bed that's all wet 'cause you wet in it.
Shut up!
Bedwetter.
I said shut up!
No, really. I have to sleep with an umbrella down here.
I'm just standing here, just kind of like, you
At
know.
least I never asked Meche to marry me.
What?
Miss Colomar, you're so pretty. Will you marry me?
I never said that.
Miss Colomar.
Stupid baby blue beanie bedwetter.
Pugsy the Bugsy lies like a rugsy.
Will you two just shut up?
Oh, Lord. We're just gonna let him keep crying. Screw him. Alright. So, let's go to the left again, because we can't do anything here.
Still. Guardian. Hold still.
Lay down your tools. We're busting out of here. Man, if I had only gotten that book back from Terry, I could really start.
Let's see.
Torpedo. Huh? Who? Oh, you is.
Yeah.
I oughta look at my eyebrows.
Well, you really weren't standing in a very safe place.
Well, neither are you right now.
Amigo.
Relax. We're busting out of here soon.
We are done traveling together. I work solo, my friend, and I walk alone.
Nice drill.
So we're gonna have...
Drill, this here is a cordless, high-speed reciprocating chisel. It's
okay.
a bust-all. They usually don't give these to the new guys.
How'd you get a bus stop?
I'm connected, plugged in, and I had some booty to trade. Trade's the name of the game out here in the Big Reef.
Booty? Where'd you get booty?
It's all over the ocean floor.
All right.
Jewelry, precious coins. You people and your fancy boats never know about it, 'cause you just never stop and look.
Fair enough.
I want to trade something.
Well, you came to the right
I have a
place, sonny.
tiny
What
little
you
hammer.
A gun.
Ooh, that's gonna cost some. What do you got on you?
I think it's some form of blue-green algae.
Ah, don't worry, you get used to it. When you got something worth, you'll do your...
Oh, wait, let's talk to him again.
Torpedo!
Huh? What?
Give me some booty.
I traded it all.
You traded jewelry and precious coins for a power tool?
It's a bust.
That tool looks a little...
Over nothing.
If you say so.
Well, I got a...
Please.
Oh, can we...
Torpedo!
Well,
Please.
Okay, so I can't do anything with him. That's fine.
Lay down your tools. Man, if I had only gotten... I'll bet all these miners were brought here by that octopus.
oughta...
Okay. So...
Uh-oh.
I can't skip this either. Damn. All right. So let's go down the boat here, or the anchor or whatever. There he is. I figured he was here. So.
Gladys! You're okay.
Well, it hurt a little when I hit, but my head cracked open an aft panel here.
I gotta tell you, Carnal, I thought you were dead.
Oh, Manny, I've been having a great time. Listen.
Huh.
I ask you, is there an engine that can resist the love that's in these hands?
Apparently not. I think this baby...
Oh yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for fun, but your idea's good too.
How will we get out of it though, is a good question.
I think...
Um,
Oh yeah, I was.
alright,
So good to see him again.
okay, maybe we can give him something. Keep the scythe, we have the hammer and the... Let's give him the stockings.
These are too nice for that.
Okay, so not that. Let's bring out the tiny little hammer.
Hey, need a hammer?
Maybe after dinner, if I have something stuck between my teeth.
Okay, so can't do anything with him yet. We'll come back down here at some point. This is so slow. I wish there was a fast forward button for this game. That would have made things so much better. I guess I'll go up. I mean, might as well. Let 1997. Why did... Okay. Let's see. So, of all the places...
I could jump, but the odds of me hitting that boat are pretty slim.
I don't think there's anything that we could... Maybe we could... maybe we could use... I don't know. I don't know what we would be able to use this for, but...
These are too nice for that.
I want pizza. Pizza would be good. Can't really do anything over here, so that's fine. Hammer? Can I hammer anything?
I don't really want to do that.
Oh, come on.
I don't really want to do that.
Alright, that's the entire side over there that I can't do anything with. Nothing on the beach that I can do anything with. Well, I was on the crane, but... Oh god, he's walking all the way around? It's not gonna do
I don't
anything.
really want to do that.
Whatever. Now... The only two positions that I know that we can do anything is far all the way to the left and far all the way to the right. If I do it over on the left here, it does this. But that's all it does. I can't actually interact with it. Yeah, and like even these two spots have like activation points. So I have to do something with this somewhere. Yeah, this is a little confusing, I'll be honest.
How convenient.
How convenient. I don't know what this does, because so far it hasn't done anything in either direction. It's not like it prevents us from going up the stairs or up the belt, and it doesn't stop us the other way. So, I mean, Huh. How about this? Let's go see the kids again. Now that and I just had a thought. Since we have, you know, Spinelli here, let's see if we can,
I'm sorry, kids, but these stockings are all that's left of our poor Meche.
What?
I was just kidding.
Wasn't fun.
Okay, that didn't do anything that I was hoping. Well.
Here, take my hammer.
Tap, tap, no backs.
Here, take.
Tap, tap, no backs.
Alright,
Hola, Angelito.
Hello.
You children.
Okay.
No drawers.
no drawers.
I like my old desk better.
Alright, pick it up.
Not moving any
Nope.
furniture
Damn.
today.
I wonder... Someone wants your small hammer, not them. Well, of all the people... Meche, could you use a hammer?
Threatening as my tiny hammer is, I don't think she'd count it as a gun.
Fair enough.
Sir, do you have an appointment?
I'm going.
I don't. Pugsy and you and
Well, I think.
Please put that. Okay, you can take out the tiny hammer if you want.
Hit him with it.
No, I don't think I could take his laughter a second time.
Damn, okay, fine. Alright, so there's only so many people...
I don't really want to do that.
There's only so many people in this area, so...
It's empty.
our type of business doesn't produce a lot of paperwork.
Let's go around and see who else we can find, because maybe we can give it to one of these miner people or whatever.
They seem to be plenty happy with the tools they have.
Well, this guy's the last one.
Have you ever seen an authentic little chipper?
A little chipper? No, I haven't. But I'd sure love to give it a test drive. Say, little chipper, you're okay.
Okay.
Da-de-da-da. Just me and little chipper.
Okay, so now that I have...
Da-de-da-da. Ah, sweet Mary.
But they cannot have it. They covet my bus dog.
Alright, so they're all going to be coveting the bus doll. But perhaps Glottis can use it. Or, since while we're here,
I don't want to bust all that.
maybe we can give it to the kids. Oh, there it is.
It's a bus dog. Hey, kiddles, check out my bone saw.
Oh my god. Jesus. Just kill the like, just kill them. Well, let me think, because we have... Let's save before I forget.
Sir, do
Well, I think.
Please put that away. Thank you.
What about this?
That too.
Damn it.
Thank you.
I wish I could I could literally be up behind him. The crane. And I'm assuming we don't give the bus doll to Glottis? Or do we use it for that other side of the beach or whatever? Okay. Okay, so I was worried that this place would be a little bit harder to navigate. And it really isn't so far. So that's something at least. Now the only thing I can really interact with is the bucket here.
This scoop looks heavier than my last ship.
Okay, there we go.
I can see why they don't give these chisels to the new guys. I don't want to bust all that.
Okay, so...
It's not a handheld device. This scoop looks heavier than my last. It's not a handheld device.
Oh, okay. What's over here now? Anything over here? Nothing. See, the only thing that kind of sucks with this is that you have these moments where it's like a super long run, even while him jogging is like just, Wait. We need to turn that around. $5 says it. Okay. So we gotta activate this. It'll drag the chain down, I suppose. And then we can use it to haul the boat up. Presumably. Or it'll go to the anchor. I mean, so far it's making sense. At least now it's like a relatively easy progression of figuring out how to do things. Chain didn't go all the way down, so...
I think this baby... I was just...
Okay, so he doesn't help with that. Can I give him anything? Giving him... Well...
Hey, need one of these?
That would have been easier to get her open than with my head, but it's too late now.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, so... That's fine. Let's go back up here and see if we can interact with this chain at all. I don't think we can. We can try pulling it with the crane and see what happens. Maybe it'll hook onto the anchor here. Somehow I doubt that would be the case, but I mean, we'll give it a shot. Worst case is we could put the chain back down again, and then it'll be a non-issue, but... Yeah, yes. Come on, hook on. Yeah. Damn it. Okay. Alright, so... Maybe this. No, because this is just going to pull the chain up like it did before. Damn. Okay. Alright, so... Let's see if getting and going and reversing this does anything. I doubt it, but we haven't tried it yet, so we might as well. No, that literally just does what I thought it would. Whoa, Manny. What the fuck was that? Okay. Okay, so I'm so glad that this chapter is at least a little bit easier to kind of like make sense of, because the last one was just so much back and forth.
can't believe you got it to float.
That was the easy part. The trick's gonna be busting through that big coral reef out there.
Bust through a big coral reef, eh? Okay, give me a minute or two.
Alright, so that's set.
Man, was that ever hard to launch. I can't board without the others.
Okay, so let's see what Glottis has to say. So it's floating, we just gotta figure out how to get out.
Think of a way to get through that reef yet?
No. Did you?
No.
I mean, Scythe won't do it. This, I mean, I guess technically could do it.
I don't want to bust all that.
Can I bust all my ship?
I don't want to bust all that.
Okay. The Crusher. Crusher might. What Oh, yeah. But the question becomes how do we get this to work? Can we just drop the chain and reattach it, maybe? Oh.
Oh yeah, this will.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Just fine.
That was
Just give me a sec to do some figuring.
that was completely accidental, but
Busy with it right now.
cool. All right, now let's go into the Crusher. Since there's no, or can we go into the Crusher? I guess not. Okay. So we're gonna let Glottis do some figuring, I guess. Okay, so... Alright, so that's done. Let's go see if we can talk to Meche and them, maybe? That's pretty much all we can do at this point. I mean, we have the hammer. We're basically just gonna go in circles otherwise.
How are my brave little soldiers?
Are you here to rescue us?
I'm working on it. You children just wait here and be brave little angelitos, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that worked, better than I had anticipated. I can't bust all this wall, though. Kind of sucks, but... Talk to the bust all guy again? Oop. And what, give it back to him maybe or something, or...
Gonna see Miss Liza.
Torpedo!
Ah! Quit yelling!
How'd you get a bust off?
I'm connected. And I had trades the late.
I want to trade.
Well, what you be?
A boat.
A boat.
You know I don't like them.
What?
A towel.
Hey,
How about a pair of nice silk stockings?
now
There we go,
there's
okay.
a high-ticket item. I might be able to get you some, but I gotta tell you, you couldn't afford it.
A drink.
Ha! Drinks aren't a hot come.
A hug.
That's the one thing.
Just give me some
Time.
Wait.
It's all you, cause you just.
Give me some. You traded.
It's well.
He doesn't have the bust all, though, but I mean, maybe it's that's the crazy part.
Torpedo.
Quit.
Do I have to have it out?
How'd you get?
I'm and a trick.
I want to.
Well, what you be?
My friend Glot.
What?
He went over the edge.
Oh, stay away. I see their engines in full reverse, trying to drop anchor. But the current, you can't think small, like a knife or dirty books.
You got that stuff?
Well, no, but
practically everything else.
Booty.
It's
Wait, so okay, so I feel like I'm in a
Give me some booty. You traded
It's well.
please.
yeah, I feel like I'm in a constant loop with him. So let's use the drill.
No way. I don't want to remind him that I took it.
Then let's try the stockings. It's the only thing else that I have. Right? Yes.
Hey, Cheppy, check out the hosiery.
Say, these are real silk. Where'd you find them?
I've been wearing them the whole time.
You too?
Yeah.
Well then, here's your new best friend.
Ah, my first Sproutella gun. Is it loaded?
No.
Well,
Hey, bullets are hard to get.
okay. Use it on him.
I'm not taking that back. I thought I'd never unload that lemon.
Oh,
It's really not much use without bullets.
okay.
Oh, dee da da da.
Lay down your tool. We're bust. Man, if I had only gotten them.
Oh, dee da da da.
Those poor people have been through enough.
Okay, so I can't do anything with that. So let's see if we can give him the bus doll.
Oh, dee da da da. La dee da.
I don't think this is gonna work, but
They could have my bust doll, but they cannot have it.
okay. So that's fine. Let's go talk to the kids. Because why not? Or actually, well, I mean, we could talk to Meche because she wanted to ask about the gun.
Here, what good's a relationship without trust?
True, a relationship without trust is about as empty as a gun without bullets. Guess you didn't realize a smart girl always keeps an extra round in her hat.
Of
for
course.
mad days. Come on, let's go.
Meche, you don't know what you...
I know exactly what I'm doing. Now move!
Would you just listen to my escape plan first?
Trouble in paradise, kids?
You're letting us go right now, or your boy Friday here gets it.
Well, I hate to see you go, Manny, but, the lady seems to have made up her mind.
I'm serious. I'll shoot him.
Fine. It really doesn't work for me anyway.
But I thought I'll shoot you then.
No, you won't. You're too good, remember?
I'm not.
Oh my God.
Anymore. You've taken that out of me, keeping me a prisoner here. I'm gonna crack you open like a fake thing vase. I'm gonna.
Huh.
Kid's all right. She's a firecracker, but a night in the cooler usually dampens her fuse.
Okay.
Domino.
Hey, Sport, how's the, escape going?
What did you do with her?
I thought she needed a little, time out, that's all.
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Sometimes these point and clicks with the dialogue loops is a little fun, but sometimes a little clunky.
It's empty. Children's books. Man, that ashtray's so fancy you could eat caviar out of it.
1997. I know. For the time, it's like pretty advanced, all things considered.
Sorry, I didn't trust you.
Must be a combination lock, but there are no numbers on it. Poor Don was never good with numbers.
I promise I won't pull guns on anyone anymore. BB. I'm warning you, Domino. I'm sorry I didn't trust you.
All right, hold on.
I'm sorry I didn't trust you.
We're gonna go talk to the kids, I guess, and see.
How are my brave little souls?
Are you here?
I'm working. New plan. Meche's locked up for good. We're leaving without her.
We can't leave without Meche.
Oh my God, of course.
You children just wait here and be brave little angelitos, okay?
Okay.
I like my old desk better. No drawers.
So we still have. Can we just use the bus stall and kind of break her out? Because I mean, isn't that kind of the point?
Hey!
I don't want to mess mess up the wheel's my friend.
BB!
If I bust all the handle, then I'm never gonna get in there.
Then what about the hinge?
Hey! I'm getting angry! I think I'm running out of air!
Must have hit a major circuit. But it looks like I've exposed the guts here.
Okay. There we go. So let's see. Maybe like wait, do I want that to be like that, or yeah, I have the idea, I just don't know if I'm doing it the right way or the wrong way. Because I don't know if I want the flat side to be the right or the left. I want to say, well, I mean, we tried going... Nope. Find the tumbler... So I want the flat part to be on the right. Like I was doing the first time. Okay. And then try the handle, I bet.
What? Oh, when I had them so nicely lined up and everything.
What? I had it right? Ah. There we go.
What? Oh, when I had them so nicely lined up and everything.
Okay. But they're still lined up there. Like now, what? There's another step.
I can't move those by hand. I need this wheel.
There's a step before the handle. Do I use the drill? Nah, just makes them spin.
Those tumblers must be made of a harder steel than the outer door.
All right. I feel like I need to realign these a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that's set. So before the handle, then, I mean, there's only 3 things I could do, is the...
The tumblers are all lined up flush with the door jamb.
Okay, so that's what I want. If I turn the handle now, it'll just spin them, right? What do I have? Do I have, need to keep them in place. I don't think I have anything sticky or anything. Maybe I can just wedge my... scythe in? Okay.
Day. All right, Meche, you can come out now. Meche?
Oh. Okay.
Looks like years and years of coral harvest reports. They're all locked up. These must be very, very sensitive coral harvest reports.
Something right here, I would think.
They're all locked up. These must be very, very sensitive coral harvest reports. No. Some sort of metal contact. Uh-oh. Oh, Raul. I am so sorry. Looks like I messed up these contacts when I broke through with the bustle.
Let's go up.
I don't think it's gonna be as easy to pick from this side.
Oh.
This must be the big chipper.
Take the battle axe.
Esa cosa is heavy. Man, people in the old days were huge.
Sounds hollow.
Meche, are you in there? It's time to come out, honey. No time for hide and seek.
Okay.
They're all locked up. These must be very, very sensitive. Looks like years and years of coral harvest reports.
Okay, so this doesn't... That doesn't do anything.
Meche, are you in? It's time to come out, honey. No time for hide and seek.
Okay, so picking this up... Can we... There's an arrow up. Interesting, okay. So we gotta do something with that contact. Huh. Okay. I feel like it has something to do with the center piece here, but... You know what? We're gonna bust all, I guess.
I already did that from the other side. Ha! Bust all my ass.
What did not work? Where are you going, dude?
Ha! Bust all my ass.
What about this thing?
I think that would just bring the whole ugly thing crashing down on me.
Okay. I'm assuming these are still locked.
They're all locked
Yep.
up. These must be very, very sensitive coral harvest reports.
Uh-oh. How do I, Something's not... Uh-oh. I think there's a problem. How, Oh. Thank God, I was like panicking because I couldn't pick this thing up. Whee! Wait, what do I do with the contact on the door? With the axe, or...
think it's gonna be as easy to pick from this side.
I mean, I have my scythe.
Manny, I knew you would. Why is that door closed?
It was the only way the wind?
Oh. Hey, this is my room. Go use up the air in your own room.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
What's in these cases?
Take a look. It's all the double-end tickets Hector and Dom have stolen over the years. Each one stolen from a good soul, and now they just sit there.
That's it.
What?
They just sit there. That's what's been bothering me. In the days when I was a hot salesman, I used to see double-end tickets all the time, and they move.
What do you mean they move?
They become agitated around human souls, and the ticket that belongs to you will actually fly into your hand. But these tickets, and the tickets in that suitcase of Charlie's, it's like they're dead. Why would Hector and Domino be hoarding cases of counterfeit double-end tickets?
Why indeed?
Thanks for not shooting me.
Look, I'm sorry. I should have trusted you. It's just that the past 2 years have been pretty tough, you know?
You look like you could use a nice ocean cruise.
Still my travel agent, eh?
Okay, so... presumably I can use this in here, but I don't know what for yet. Maybe on this pipe? No. Oh! Okay, that worked actually exactly how I wanted.
After you.
What about the suitcases?
Perfect
Forget
plan.
it. They're counterfeit. They wouldn't fit through this hole anyway. Let's go.
Totally planned.
Gladys, I'm so glad to see you.
Is the boat already?
Yeah, come on. Let's go eat
I
some
skipped a whole step. Well, that's good.
Works like crazy. Full speed ahead.
Turn on the water to find the drain. Oh, well, I'm glad I luckily somehow found that.
What?
What?
So are you really going to bring me back and try to get your old job again?
There's no job for me now except to bring you and everyone else here to the end of the road.
But if you aren't going to use me to get your job back, why did you spend all this time trying to find me?
Yeah, why indeed, Manny?
I needed to find you.
Damn octopus. Welcome to the Bone Zone.
I give you one job, Manny. And look at you, already screwing it up.
Don't we have a scythe too?
You realize that this is gonna go down on your permanent record.
Scythe battle. Okay, so maybe we don't attack him. We have a scythe.
This doesn't look good for the kid.
Poke the octopus in the eye, maybe?
Gonna work for you.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're fired. Just consider this your severance.
Oh! Ooh!
I don't believe you, Calavera. You're losing a fight, so you pick on one of my pets? Why aren't you more like me, Manny? I've been trying to show you how, but you don't listen. If you just adopt the proper attitude, just look what could happen to you.
Oh! Yeah, pretty much. I actually just watched that movie like last night. Give the people what they want! 1 year later. It wasn't the worst movie. It's better than Moonraker, or Live and Let Die, or Die Another Day, but Wei Lin was useless. So we've been going for another year. Holy shit.
Name?
Pugsy Poligiano, sir.
Waiting room number 2. Next.
Glores! Glores! ¿Estás bien?
Whoa. Okay.
Glores, where'd you go this time?
Okay, well, let's go back up here.
Hey, where is everybody?
Waiting area 2.
How long do they have to wait in there?
Until they have tickets. They were issued tickets on the number 9, and they don't have them now. The punishment for selling double-end tickets is very severe.
They didn't sell their tickets. Their tickets were stolen.
By who?
Hector Le Mans stole them to sell to rich people who don't deserve them.
That might be them now.
Let's see.
See just what they deserve.
Okay. Whatever his name was, I forget. I don't recognize this voice as much. Oh. Oh. Okay.
What happened to that train?
Your destiny cannot be purchased.
I don't understand. Why has everyone been detained?
Given a ticket, a soul may not sell it.
They didn't sell their tickets. Someone else is trying to.
Bring the tickets, that is all.
All right.
The tickets are in El Maro. How can I get there quickly?
These rails are already there.
Well, thanks for the help.
The gate opens. The gate closes. It does not help.
Okay, can I go in? Well, I can, but I don't know if I can do anything here. Oh, he's here. Oh, well, I guess we did kind of save him.
Hey, how'd you get free?
I was born free, Boatnik. Nobody gave me no ticket.
Oh, he's glitching.
Nobody can take it away.
So what are you pacing around here for?
Trying to unwind a little bit. All those years circling in
Oh my
one
lord, he's
direction,
glitching out hard.
Even out my life in this world before I go on to the next, you know. Well, that ought to do her.
Goodbye, Chapito.
Happy trails, Captain. And thanks for setting me straight back there in the drink.
So even though we
This
abandoned
little
him,
light of mine,
he's
I'm
not too
gonna
pissed
let
at
it
least, which is
shine.
fine, which is
This
good.
little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Oh no, he's walking on the
Even
track.
Under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I could actually do it. I could walk out of this world right now and not look back. But I can't. I can't do it. I'm not leaving without the people I promised to save.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else we can really do in here. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like we can do anything else. I was hoping to talk to, Meche and the kids and whatnot, but... Oh, wait.
I was visited by a bird with a human head. Do you know such a bird, Manuel Calavera?
No. How do you know my...
He knew you.
Well, we do know.
for
Well, we don't know the
he
bird
left
itself, but...
this Note.
I know what you're up to. I've been watching. Stay there. I'm coming to sprout you myself. Yours truly, Hector Le Mans. Híjole.
Jeez.
I think this is something I should keep to myself. These must go all the way back to El Maro. Was it you that made that switch point straight down?
The living train does what it does.
Yeah, this voice is kind of familiar hearing him.
That operating that switch is out of my powers. These must go all the way back to El Maro.
Yeah, hearing that voice is really familiar.
Well, it's not that I'm afraid or anything, but there are easier ways into the station, and I'm not walking back to El Maro.
So let's see, we can go in here. Oh, there he is. What the fuck are these things?
Glottis.
Hear the name of the Great One, Glottis.
What's happening?
How many days has this grand demon gone without driving?
But we've been hiking for months.
Months? Oh, then the noble one will surely die.
But what's wrong with him?
Do you not know the one purpose, the one skill, the one desire of this humble spirit?
Yes, but we've been so far away from cars and civilization for so long.
Why did he ever leave his home?
I got him fired, and then I needed a ride. Oh, Gladys, what have I done to you?
Holy shit.
Can you cure him?
His spirit has fallen so low, normal driving would not cure him in time. He needs to go faster. Faster!
Faster!
Do you have any vehicles here that we could use to revive him?
Only the trucks that deliver the souls, but they are slow. So slow.
Who are you guys?
We are mechanics, same as he. But we have never before seen one of our kind so large.
I've got to go see what I can do.
Come back quickly, for his time here is not long.
Okay.
Meche, we have to get back to El Maro for the tickets.
Oh, Glottis.
Okay, so she's not doing anything for Glottis yet. Actually, no, let's talk to this guy first before we go down.
Gondolas? I knew we should have checked this side of the mountain before we walked up.
Oh, okay. Well, at least our border changed.
How eerie. They have the same tool cabinets as Glottis.
Well, they're the same thing. And they're locked, probably.
How eerie. They lock up their tools just like Glottis.
They said they're the same thing, same as Glottis.
Well, it's good to know they recycle oil out here at the end of the world. My joints don't need any oiling right now.
Let's see.
It's closed.
Open it then, you idiot.
It's full of rags. Always a good idea to have a clean rag around.
Alright, so we got a rag.
I already have a rag I don't know what to do with. It's full of rags.
Well, close... Oh, jeez. Manny.
There's a note next to this toaster. To avoid further mishaps, please butter your English muffins after you toast them. Facilities.
Okay. Maybe I can take some of that oil.
Your mother doesn't work here. Since nobody listened to my last warning about keeping this refrigerator clean, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to lock it until some of you grow up. Signed, the Facilities Department.
Okay.
Your mother does. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to lock it until some of
Alright,
you grow up.
so... Let's see. If we take the rag...
This better not stain my pocket.
We put that in there. Oh. Oh, there we go.
Not again. Will they never learn?
It was the little guy. I saw him.
Ah, and he did it the last time.
Alright, so that's why we could probably just keep grabbing.
Always a good idea to have a clean rag
Okay.
around. I'm not in the mood to dust.
Alright, so
This better not stain my pocket.
alright, so we have now that, but I don't know if we do it again. Is that going to do anything? We'll see. Or is it just going to repeat? Because if it repeats, then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get it all prepped and then try something else.
Not again. Will they never learn?
It was the little guy. I saw him.
And he denied it the last time.
Okay, so yeah, same thing. Grab that.
It was a good idea.
We're gonna put that away. We'll come back to this later. And we can't do anything there, so let's go down.
Oh, Gladys would love. Looks like standard DOD issue.
Is this the guy that I packed in? It is.
Bruno Martinez?
You were the guy who packed me in there. You could have at least given me a magazine. 4 years with nothing to read but this damn mug. What are you doing here? And if you were headed this way, why didn't you offer me a lift? Ah! Wait, I'm getting out of here. This world's for suckers.
Agreed. But now we have a mug. With stuff in it. What is that? Is that just some foam, maybe?
I drink it, but I don't want to get a packing foam mustache.
Packing foam, okay.
That's no place to put a mug.
Oh. Put that away.
Hello? It's full of caskets.
Yeah, the foam from earlier, which if I remember right, is
It's
flammable.
full of caskets. That's the road we came in on. Nothing out there but snow and a perfectly good pair of sunglasses.
Okay. So... Oh, first things first. Let's, grab the rag. Make it flammable.
This better not stay in my pocket.
I see the mug rack there. So if we do that, can we put that on there?
I hate it when people leave their crusty mugs out in the break room.
And then we do this. And if I remember right, the fire extinguisher did something with the foam or something. And that should open the fridge, maybe.
What was in that mug? Something that powerful could fuel a rocket. If only we had more.
Well, I could score you a couple of truckloads if you're interested.
Oh, wow, okay.
Arrow into the wind. May you pierce the heart of the wind itself and drink the blood of flight. Speed is
The blood of flight.
the great Glottis. Speed bring you life. Come back to us someday.
Okay. All right, I'm digging it. I'm liking this.
You sure this thing's going to hold together?
At least most of the way. Hey, look! We're already to Rubacava.
Manny, where are you? Manny, I'm frightened!
Oh, no, 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 Glottis. Damn it, Glottis. Well, we made it back to the worst area in the game.
Ah, Rubacava! What a town! Remember the glory days, Manny?
Long gone, my friend. There's nothing here for us now.
Except maybe our old car.
Mío.
That's true.
She's been
Booby-trapped.
by who? Who?
Huh. Okay.
Those dominoes are like one long fuse.
Well, just... I mean, this ain't much of a booby trap.
I'm not setting foot down there. The slightest bump could start those dominoes tumbling.
Well, okay. I feel like there's nothing we can do in here.
Don't panic. Looks like Domino left his calling card.
But how? I saw him torn to shreds.
He must have done this on his last trip through town.
Okay, so there's not a lot to do in this area. Well, I'm glad.
Maintenance has gotten pretty lax around here, apparently.
All right, so while we're figuring that out, let's go down this dead end because I know there's nothing else down this way. So we can at least see if there's anything in the tattoo shop, or what might formerly be the tattoo shop. Oh, it's so slow going down into this pipe. Holy shit.
Hello, operator? Yeah, it's me, Manny. I was just passing through town and... Doesn't hurt. Wow. Still mad.
Figured it would be.
I don't want to wake up Toto. I think these are binders of tattoo designs. They're labeled nautical and nice, and a third one just says Anchormania. No, I don't want to disturb his... Oh, Toto's plumbed. I don't want to wake up Toto. No, I don't want to disturb his grumpy little dreams.
Okay, so
You asked for Bunny.
I guess there's nothing I can do in here. At least, if I can, it's not yet. Which is fine. Don't leave. Going back in. I did not. I wish I could skip these little animations. Like, some you can, like the FMV animations you can skip, but not a ton of them.
Stop moving. That's one old fridge. I don't want to wake up Toto.
Oh, no. No, I didn't want to... Shit. Didn't want to click on that. Cupboard. Let's see. I don't see anything. Is this what you're talking about, or is it out here? Oh. That didn't even look like anything I could even interact with, if I'm honest.
Not my fault.
Alright, so now we have something. What even did I pick up, by the way?
Liquid nitrogen, not to be used on bone.
Okay. So that's interesting. Let's see what's this way. He's here.
Manuel Calavera? Well, what happened to the Limbo?
Hate to tell you, Velasco, but she went down at the Pearl. But we found a new ship, the SS La Mancha, and managed to...
The La Mancha? My old rusty bucket? Where is she?
Oh, well, we traded her in Puerto Zapato for a team of sled dogs.
That does it. I'm out of this stinking mob town.
But...
Thanks for finding my baby, Manny. Puerto Zapato, here I come.
Mob town?
Fair enough.
You'd think after 2 years he'd have the little SS Lumbago's lifeboats on at least. Maybe I'll just finish this for him.
Alright, I'll take it. Kind of. Alright, so that's fine. Let's, this is gonna be just...
It's locked.
No reason to go up there anyway. Let's go this way. Is there anything over here?
Not a good sign for Rubalcaba's organized labor movement. Hello? Terry?
Terry. I just want to kind of check all like the dead end stuff. Oh, geez, hello.
Oh, Lola.
Oh, that was Lola. The one who got shot. And sprouted. I remember now. And Nick was the one who did it. It's coming back. It's coming back. See what's in the blue casket now that we're back. Empty. Okay. Where's everybody?
I would, but I hate sucking gelatin straight from the tap.
Okay, there we go.
That's what the lumbago diorama needed. Fake ocean water. I don't really want to do that. Coffin shooter 1, 2, 3, just pour, chill, and serve. I would, but I hate sucking gelatin straight from the tap.
Calavera, what are you doing here? I heard you went pow in Zapato, Daddy.
Well, Hector LeMans tried and missed. Now it's my turn. I'm headed to El Maro to put him out of business.
Manny, that place has changed. You don't know what you're getting into. I'd better come with you. Just give me a minute to get ready.
Okay, but if you hear a loud explosion anytime soon, the trip's off.
Alright, so I'm just gonna leave her there and come back. Go up.
It's locked.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was hoping to go and see the restaurant or whatever. Lotus is thirsty. Okay. Let's see. Now that I have the coffin shooter.
That's what the lumbago diorama needed. Fake ocean water.
Yeah, at least this place is not as, like, long-winded as it was, so.
What's that?
It's, lumbago lemonade. Try it.
Perkly little aperitif, actually. Yes, sirree. Not bad tall. Tell me where you got that right now!
Olivia's kitchen.
Lumbago lemonade!
Manny,
Okay.
aren't we in a hurry?
Don't worry, this won't take long.
Oh, my stomach don't stretch like it used to.
Oh, Glottis.
Ruh-roh.
So what is that stuff they pack canned hams in anyway?
Yeah, right? And imagine then being the person who subtitles all that stuff.
My friend.
You wouldn't happen to have a breath mint on you, I suppose?
And then we use this, which is funny because these can still fall
Good
over.
idea. I bet I could keep it down now that it's cold.
Just let me get across first, okay? Soon to be known as the blown wagon.
Hey!
I better disarm her first.
Oh, that sound is squicky.
Fiendish.
Just knock these that way or disconnect it.
Well, here goes nothing.
Okay.
Looks like Hector's taken over the whole town.
He hasn't had much resistance. There's only one small group who oppose him, and they live out on the fringes of the city.
Places like this, you mean?
I hope they're not hurting Glottis.
Ha. Shows what you know about this group. Their leader is a great man who...
Manuel Calavera, we meet again. I see you have found what you were looking for. How fortunate for you to arrive now, just as we too are about to achieve success. Our army has grown, and right now our top agents are in Hector's weapons lab, about to close in on the enemy in his own den. I couldn't have done it without you, Manuel.
It was a trap!
Stand back. There's only one thing to do.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you, sir. You have saved me. But more than that, you have enabled me to continue to serve the movement.
What did you say about a trap?
Hector uncovered our agent in his weapons lab.
No.
Damn. It's what's her name? Or no, that's her.
You idiot, Bowsley. Your new lab assistant is a spy. Haven't you ever heard of a background check?
Oh, no.
What? No time to explain. Now I'll have to take matters into my own hands.
Take me with you. I've longed to be of service to your cause for years.
Just trust like that, you know? Well, that was interesting. Glottis's face. Let's see.
It's the part of that soldier that didn't get up and hop out of here on one hand. Better save this part from sprouting.
Take his hand. Take his hand.
It's my ex-boss's ex-secretary, Ava.
You're never gonna let me forget the secretary thing, are you?
Any messages for me?
Nope. Calls stopped coming for you the day you left. They're still sending you that lingerie catalog, though.
Fair enough.
This camera's showing nothing but flowers. Must be another fallen agent. This scammer sprouted as well. That's 3 LSA casualties in one night.
Alright.
Who's the plant nut?
That nut is Hector Lemond's personal munitions expert, Bowsley, aka the florist. That was his job in the old world, but here he's a botanical weapons expert.
Alright.
This has left him fairly conflicted.
Why does he make Sproutella for Hector instead of our side?
We've been trying to recruit him for years, but his lab is in Hector's tower. He's untouchable.
Alright.
I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just shot. I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just shot. Come here, little Manny.
Ow, hey.
Must be little Meche. Hey, Eva finally got that radio working.
Can I use it?
Calling all cars, calling all cars.
Manuel, is everything okay?
Good. Just testing the equipment, Sal.
Salvador, maybe you should shut that thing off so we can talk.
Real private-like.
Memo to all agents. Priority urgent. In light of the recent disappearances, all agents are ordered to avoid travel in unlit areas until further notice.
Okay. They're going to the bone zone.
Okay, here's the plan. I need a disguise so I can get close to Hector, and a gun so we'll have something to talk about when I get there.
If you figure out that part, I'll go find out where he is.
His casino tower is directly above these headquarters.
All right, meet me there.
Volunteers quickly for dangerous work. She could be very useful to the cause.
As far as I'm concerned, she is the cause.
Okay, so let's see. Let's go right. What are these little grates for? They're woohooing.
Oh, down there. Ooh, never mind. Go back to sleep, whatever you are. How about this one? Anyone down here? Monsters? Again? Can anyone hear me besides the scary monster? Dang.
Take that as a new.
Okay, I don't know what's down there, but I have issues with it.
Oh yeah, we're not okay.
Okay, I don't know what's down there.
Fair enough, we're not
but I
going
have
down
issues
there.
with it.
They're getting lots of children without bonerizing. Like I did in The Sims. I think we're on child like 30, 33 or something like that. We just leave them out in the front lawn. Alright, casino. We could do let's do the ladder first, I guess. Oh, it's so slow. Oh yeah, that's not weird at all. These guys literally just watch me get out of the thing.
It's not like Johnny Thunder lets just anybody in his review. No. I mean, being allowed to wear the Johnny Thunder makeup is an honor. Yes. A privilege. Yes. So I said to him, you give me that 10% discount or I'm taking my business elsewhere.
You said that?
Well, oh yes, I was mad, you know. And then, here's the good part.
Oh, tell me the good part. Oh.
Show business coffee.
Oh.
A little too hot for my pockets, thank you.
So then I said, oh, coffee, great.
Spill it all over him. I mean, it technically spilled, but...
time we got a PA around here. Hey, kid, keep it black and keep it coming, all right?
A little too hot for my pockets.
Just keep drinking the coffee. It's got to run out sometime. Maybe. Hopefully.
It's about time.
So what did you... A little too hot for my pockets, thank you.
Of course, as soon as I save up enough money for a double-N ticket, I'm out of here.
What? You can't just buy a double N?
Well, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows
Hector Lamans. Wow, you know everybody. You don't say. Oh, coffee, great.
Maybe now that I overheard that, it can maybe pour it on him and get him out of costume, perhaps? I don't know.
It's about time.
Oh, coffee. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Maybe I could...
I don't see any place to serve coffee here.
Wait a second, what?
Oh, coffee. Thanks.
This is a bottomless pot, literally. I can put that there for now.
Well, I guess so.
Hey, out of the dressing room. We got all the Thunder Boys we need.
Oh, are you here for the Thunder Boy tryouts?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's too bad.
Because we just got the last two parts.
Maybe next season.
Okay.
And then what?
So...
I don't see any place to serve coffee here.
Oh, coffee. Thanks.
Well, I guess so. Oh, coffee, great.
Okay. There's a ladder. This? Oh, there is. Jesus.
Oh, what did you do that for?
I didn't.
You melted my makeup. I can't go on like this. I took you under my wing, and this is how you pay me back.
No, it's not like that.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
A little too hot for my pockets, thank you. I don't see any place to serve coffee here. I don't see any place to serve coffee.
So I can do something with this, I just don't know what yet. Let's go back up quick. Probably can't do anything with this yet.
This snowmaker is huge, but the grinder part looks handheld.
Okay.
Ah, It's a handheld grinder.
No. Take it. Okay, maybe I can't take that yet.
Hey, kid, this is your lucky day. We got an opening, and you're the newest Thunder Boy in the Johnny Thunder Review.
Yes, I've been working for this moment all my life.
Then
Have
sit
you?
on down. We got to start your makeup. Now don't go too far. You never know what time is showtime around here.
Okay. If I go up here then, what does this allow me to do? Can I take it now?
This snowmaker is huge.
Pick it up. There we go. Alright, so I'm presuming I have to get something in it. And I can't go anywhere else, and so I'm just gonna go down back through. Wait. Wait, I have, I don't know if it'll work. I have this guy's arm. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be able to put this in,
Soldier's getting by without this arm. I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just shot. It's a handheld grinder.
Okay. So, could I have put the arm in the grinder? Like, is that a thing? Okay, cool. Pull out the grinder. Oh. Whoa. There's no grinder there, but okay.
I think he'd be happy to know his body was serving the cause like this.
Do I have to keep it in here, or do I take it with me? I'll take it with me. Let's go into the casino, I guess. Oh, okay, that was useless.
Ay, que alivio. I can't remember the last time I had access to a men's room.
Oh, hey.
I think this is his good side. Going up.
This elevator goes up straight to the penthouse.
So he's no longer in the maintenance thing or whatever.
Mr. Lamont, he only do the business with the very select elite clientele.
Alright, so...
Hey, what's going on under that raincoat?
I don't know what's going on under that makeup. Agent Calavera?
You? Didn't Salvador chop you in half early this evening?
Yes, which has given me this glorious opportunity to serve the cause.
Yeah, just
by
shout.
gathering funds for the LSA while stealing from our arch enemy at the same time.
Uh-huh.
What exactly are you doing?
I'll stick myself inside like a finger down the throat of Hector Le Mans himself.
Hmm.
And I'll make the machine regurgitate the wealth it has devoured.
Yeah.
Yeah, ugh.
Buenos dias.
Back off, sleazeballer. My husband here will bust your jaw.
Hola.
Oh, it's the guy who's banned originally.
No drinks for me, thanks.
Can I play at the slots?
Hey, these work without money. me. Maybe Hector's not all that bad. I knew it. They're all fixed.
But if I hit it again, I just keep if you just one more time, we'll eventually get it.
Hey! Oh, you're kidding me. It only pays off if you bet? That's not fair.
Well,
I can't go strolling through the halls now. I'm on the lam.
all right. So I don't know if there's anything I can really do in here. Use it on them. Just keep grinding bones to make their bread. Okay, that's not doing anything.
That's one dedicated soldier.
All right. I missed something in the headquarters. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be forever to get down the ladder. Oh. All right, so let's go up.
It's the part of that soldier. The rest of him has gone to seed already. Any messages for me?
Nope. They're still sending you that lingerie catalog, though.
Is it
Nothing else in there besides that agent's photo?
Is it this headquarters that I'm missing something in, or is it somewhere else other than this room? Because I'm not seeing anything else that would be...
Already got some.
Okay. I'm assuming there's like a coin or something, but I'm not really seeing it.
Salvador, come in. Salvador? Memo to all agents. Priority urgent. In light of the recent disappearances, all agents are ordered...
I do have the picture, yes.
Nothing else in there besides that agent's photo.
Yeah, so I have this.
I bet the agent in this photo is the poor guy that Hector just shot.
I don't know why it says it's nothing in there, but
Nothing else in there besides that agent's photo.
the way that makes it sound like is there some it's like the photo's still in there. Piggy. Oh. I forgot about that part where you just because it was in the one letter or whatever.
If I show him this photo, he'll fly off without anything to deliver. Okay, don't bite. This is a note. You like notes, remember?
Okay, so we give him the note, and then give him this.
Well, here goes nothing. Go, baby, por la revolución!
And since it wasn't signed, like dedicated to Manny, it could be. Oh, that's terrifying. Hey, that sucks that our bird got eaten.
One of Hector's messengers with a message for me? I know what you're up to. I've been watching. I'm coming to sprout you myself. George truly, Hector Le Mans. I knew it! I knew he was out to get me the whole time!
Ha.
You'll never find my secret hideout, Hector. You're going to have to find yourself another florist.
Oh, shit. What if he just kind of throws someone down here? Like, then what? And Glottis is gone now, too. Oh, there he is.
Give me that.
What did I just grab?
This remote control works the bone wagon suspension.
Not so high! Watch the chrome! Not so high!
We'll come back to that in a minute, I guess. Oh, wait.
Looks like Bowsley broke a canister of Sproutella when he landed. I hope he didn't drip any on him. I saw Bowsley run down here. But where did he go?
Ooh.
Bowsley's probably in that maze. But I'd never be able to find him without, well, without something really helpful.
Okay. Well, all things considered, I think now's a good spot to end. Unless I'm really close to the end. If I am really close to the end, then I'll keep going, but...
Watch the chrome! Not... Watch the chrome!
Kinda close.
No use for it. You know, if I had had a car like this when I was alive, things would have been different.
Ah, shit. Hold on, let me,
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
just trying to see where the, I'm just trying to look and see how far into the game I actually am at this point. Walk through. Getting a suit. Did I already do this? Oh. Oh, I am literally, like, one mission away. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do the rest of this. Screw it.
Not so high!
Yeah, I didn't intend to get a spoiler in the walkthrough thing that I was reading, but...
The flakes of bone are sprouting when they hit the puddle and turning into baby tears.
Oh my god, is he... Oh, thank god, I don't have to actually...
Bowsley's well, without something... Okay, I think I could follow the trail this way, but I need a little light.
Oh, I like how it's glitched out and it's not even spraying, it's just a box.
That must be the florist's hideout.
No, not that! The thing coming at us!
Oh, that's an alligator. That's easy. Yeah! Catch the... Oh, I see. That was a very unfun sound. Yeah, the sound it's making is kinda... A, the crunch, and then B, the sound it's making now. No, 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 damn it. Okay.
Hector? Hector, is that you? You better back off, man! I mean it! I'm not feeling too rosy!
Listen, Bowsley, I'm not here to hurt you.
Listen, Bowsley, I'm here to hurt you! Hector, is that you?
First things first. I'm gonna save the game. Because we are so close.
You better back off, man! I mean it! I'm not feeling too rosy! I feel... I'm thinking I better...
That's no
Things
way
are
to
gonna
treat an agent
change
of the
around
LSA.
here.
No.
Yeah,
We
man.
need...
Who do you think you're fooling? I love plants, is that so wrong?
Judging by the emblem,
Plants
these
are
cases are full of
beautiful.
sproutella.
Yeah, the good stuff too. None of that slow-acting fern food that I left for Hector. Fern food!
Judging by the emblem, these cases are full of
that?
sproutella.
What are you doing? Are you crazy? Get back! Put your hands over your head! Put your head in your hands! Put your head in your lap! I mean it! I'm not feeling too rosy!
I'm not touching any of these human. That's the
I'm
most
having-
gruesome window display I've
feel-
ever seen.
Let's see, what can we do over here?
It's locked.
There's other shot! Freshness counts! There's other shot! Things are gonna change around here!
It's not Hector. It's Manny Calavera.
It's not Hector! It's Manny Calavera come to sprout ya!
Look, I need a gun to put Hector out of business.
Look, I need a gun! I need Hector! We're in business!
Doormat.
Who do you think you're fooling?
Oh. That.
I love plants, is that so wrong?
Scythe, maybe?
Plants are beautiful! You people, you think plants are death! Plants are life! Hey, do you know what you just did? You just opened Pandora's box! You get out of here right now or I'll let you have it!
Okay.
It's amazing how a little touch of human remains can brighten up a place. No. No.
No.
Hey there, stranger. Can I help you?
I'm looking for something in a 9mm.
Oh, well, I have a very pretty bouquet of that right here.
Oh, perfect.
There you go. Would you like some baby's breath to go with that?
Sure.
All right, here you go. You have a great day now.
Okay. Wow, Glottis, your car literally phased into existence. Alright, so...
Bowsley was right. This is the good stuff. This gun might actually look nice with a little baby's breath.
Where was Meche again? Was she in the, It was like, up in the casino, I think, or something like that? Okay, let me see if I can find her.
Hola.
Why does it take so long for him to respond? That's so stupid.
No drinks for me, thanks.
I want to talk to her. I want to talk to her.
Meche, it's me.
Manny? That's some costume. Here, help me get Mr. High Roller here into this sheet so we can get out of here.
Hey, is that you, young lady?
Oh god, he's...
Get you.
He is fucking hammered.
I'm going to punt this twerp the first chance I get.
Young lady. I'd better not expose my weapon here. Probably security cameras everywhere.
Oh, well.
You must be patient, my kitten. I'll escort you to your party just as soon as my system pays off here.
Oh, okay.
Why do you want to get him into a sheet?
I told him there was a big Tova party at the casino after he changes.
You're trickier than I thought. Not again.
I gotcha. Okay.
I'll get you. Hey! Special assignment just in from Salvador. Crack that machine and leave the change right away. Yes, sir!
Hey, at least it's, you know, pretty straightforward.
Not funny. Oh, for crying out loud.
He only has one arm. How is it? I mean... I'm just curious about how it's, like, connected between his head and his arm. You know?
I did it. My system worked. I knew it. I told you.
That's great. Now let's go so you can buy me a drink at the Romano.
I'll meet you at the train station with the tickets. There won't be one from me, so you'll have to go back by yourself.
I'll tell that gatekeeper everything. He has to help us.
Come, my lovely. I have another infallible system I'd like to demonstrate. Ow.
Alright, so...
I'm select, and I'm very elite.
You look like you work in a meat locker to me, pal.
These aren't my regular clothes.
Well, when you get your regular clothes, I'll give you the regular treat.
Oh wait, he's probably in the bathroom. Hold on.
Little tight in the shoulders, but at least it doesn't reek of sled dog. I'm here to conduct business with Hector Lamans. I just spoke with him on the phone and he's expecting me.
You know Hector Lamans, huh? Okie dokie. Then answer me this one simple question.
Oh, this should be good.
Huh, okay. If Hector Lamans were a cat, how many lives would he have?
Oh my...
Oh, sorry. I guess you don't know Hector Lamans like I know Hector Lamans.
All right.
Huh. How old?
Is this, like, a trick question?
What? What kind of question is that?
Oh, I guess you don't know Hector Lamans.
All right.
Is it gonna be... I'm assuming it's gonna be the same number for all of them.
Huh. Okay. How many times has Hector Lamans?
3, 6, 9, 14, 16, 31, 30, 31. So, which of these do I reference? Or is it ones that I'm... It's one of these. Oh, Lord.
3.
Oh, I guess you don't know Hector.
All right.
Huh. How many stones might an Englishman say?
14. Oh,
I guess
God.
You don't know. All right. Huh. Oh, if Hector Lamans were driving a car 50 miles an hour, then what number am I thinking of right now?
3.
Oh, I guess you don't know.
All right.
Huh. How many?
Whoa. Where'd they all go?
6.
Oh, I guess you don't know.
All right. Let's go, buddy.
Oh, okay.
What is Hector
13.
Oh,
Ah.
I guess you don't know Hector Lamans.
All right. Let's go, buddy.
Huh. Okay. What is Hector Lamans' special?
8.
8.
Yeah, well, that was a neat.
Too bad. I win.
Oh, it was. I thought it was just gonna be going
I
up.
know Hector Lamans. Celso Flores, what are you doing in Hector Lamans' waiting room?
Oh, he sent us out here to make up our minds about his offer. Who are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Actually, I work for Hector. He sent me to answer your questions.
I'll handle this, my sweet one. What can you tell me about these double N tickets? This price seems much more than double.
Oh, yeah.
It's a scam.
Don't try any.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, they cost a mint because they save you a mint.
Well, I don't have a...
The real question is, don't you feel you're worth it?
I know we're worth it, but are the tickets worth it?
What exactly are you saving your money for? A rainy day? Because let me tell you, you're dead. Every day is rainy from now on.
Fair enough.
But there's no reason not to be careful with your money.
Well, enough about you guys. Let me tell you about my problems.
Actually, we have a...
I can't raise...
Well, let's just...
I just got back.
Actually, I just got back from quite an adventure myself, so...
Well, I'm sure you've seen flying spiders and flaming beavers, but trust me, it gets worse. You see, I've been to the edge of the world and back.
I had no idea traveling the land of the dead was so fraught with peril.
Now, how much would you pay just to skip the whole thing?
Darling, come. Let us blow our nest egg together.
Oh, Jesus, he's huge.
Mr. Lamans, we've decided to take you up on your generous offer.
Excellent. Excellent. The little lady changed your mind, eh?
No, actually, it was your agent over there.
Of course. He's one of my best.
Well,
Well, come on in. Let's chat, shall we?
Still got it.
Okay, so...
I don't know who you are, and I don't know what spell you cast on the Flores couple, but stick around. Once I'm done with them, there's something across town I'd like to show you.
Okay.
Am I talking about just a job here, or am I talking about opportunity in the general sense? We've had a lot of...
I'm back to my office, baby.
Years, and frankly, we've had trouble filling them. I could really use a closer like you on the team.
It's like I never even left.
This could be your office.
This was my office.
Yeah, try this on. See how it feels. That's yours too. And as an added bonus, 2% of these, Mr.
Calavera.
Calavera, and I want a bigger cut.
Oh, Mr. Calavera, I'm going to need most of these to get myself out of this world. You see, I've been a very bad boy.
I'm going to deliver those tickets to their rightful owners, and I'm going to deliver you to the compost pile.
Of course. Okay. Oh, I was hoping that it would... Oh. Oh. Oh, no.
Hello? Pigeons? Friends now? I think using that old gargle as a structural support for Glamour Girl here was a bad idea. It's cracked, but still strong.
Alright, so what do I have? Scythe and liquid nitrogen.
There can't be too much in here. I better see.
Damn. I was hoping to, like, freeze it and kind of break it, but... Gun. Actually, let's try this.
It's Sproutella, not Spackle.
Well, here I was thinking, well, maybe it would work somehow.
I bet I could get over to the other roof on the leg of this sign, but the leg's pointed too far down and it looks like Hector blew the motor.
Alright, well, let's try this. I was close with the liquid nitrogen or the sprout?
Well, so much for my third arm.
Oh, and then use the sprout to make it. There we go.
Well, it was gonna happen eventually. Aye, Chihuahua!
There we go. Look how... Oh, I'm crouching. I thought it was that short. I'm like, why would... I don't remember being that short.
Don't forget to send for help.
Now, my problem is, he's not... I don't think he's dead. Because he fell, but we didn't see him being dead.
Run! Find Salvador!
Get in, quick.
I like how we just bailed.
To have coverage back there. Where are all of Salvador's men?
I don't know. He hasn't told me yet.
Oh, god damn it.
Hola, Manuel.
Ha! He's very cavalier about it.
Time for you to swing, Daddy-O. Let's see you walk.
Son of a bitch. I fucking knew it.
These flowers? All people Hector has sprouted?
Hey, when you're on top like my boyfriend Hector is, you make a lot of enemies.
I mean... Oh. Damn it. Okay. That's unfortunate.
Not thirsty. Hector supplies water to keep the flowers alive? Does he see them as a memorial or as trophies?
Can we freeze it?
There can't be too much in here. I
No.
better save it.
Damn. Alright, up we go. I knew it was too easy for him to just fall.
She loves me. She loves me not.
Well, you're half right.
Oh, Manny, so cynical. What happened to you, Manny, that caused you to lose your sense of hope, your love of life?
I died.
I see. I guess Domino is right. You don't have a shred of optimism.
Well, when it comes to shreds, Dom is the expert.
And by that same logic, Manny, you're about to become an expert in botany.
Is he just gonna flash us?
All about your secret plan, Hector. How you stole double N tickets from innocent souls, pretended to sell them, but really hoarded them all for yourself in a desperate attempt to get out of the land of the dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is where you writhe around in excruciating pain for about an hour because that idiot Bowsley ran off with all their fast-acting Sproutella. This slow stuff will sprout you, but it's going to take a long time, I'm sorry to say.
Oh. Okay.
Manny, where are you going? You've got some time, you know, before you have
Well,
to leave. Get it? Leave!
okay. He shot us in something.
I'd claw it out, but green, spreading, so painful.
Okay. That works. Good thing I didn't use it.
Toto Santos.
Let's see. Can we... Oh, God, we gotta run so fucking far. So close to the end here.
Come on, shake it for me, baby. One of you must be mine.
Salvador?
Manuel, listen carefully. There's a gun in the trunk of this car, but the trunk key is with my body somewhere in the meadow behind the greenhouse. Find it!
Right.
And tell Eva that I know she will guide the Alliance wisely when I am gone. For when I bite this explosive tooth, the deadly cloud will sprout not just my target, but me as well.
Your target? What are you...
Hey, get out of there!
Farewell, my friend!
What were you talking about with the head of the LSA in there?
Oh, shit. Kaboom!
Huh, Sal? Got something you want to share with the class?
Only this. Viva la revolución! Ah!
Oh, shit! Alright, so it's like red flowers. So I guess that's gonna be our clue of where...
Hey!
Yeah, give me my scythe.
Well, what do you know? Sal had a ticket all along.
There we go. It's locked.
It's locked. It's amazing how Salvador's ticket is still drawn to him.
Oh, okay, so let's see. We could go up to the house. I'm gonna see what's over here, though, first. Because in theory, we should be able to have it drawn to us. We'll use the scythe to cut away the flowers and get the key and so on and so forth.
I don't really want to do that. Hector's not thirsty.
Okay.
Not thirsty.
Okay, there's nothing in here, so we'll have to kind of like go around the back of the greenhouse, maybe? Like over here? Like somewhere over here? And use...
It's not doing anything. It seems to be attracted to something over this way. It's not doing anything now.
Wait. Where is it? It's like somewhere over here. Here we go.
Seems to be attracted to something over this way.
Like, it seems like it's right here, but...
It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now. Seems to be attracted to something over this way.
It's like kinda... I mean, I assume... Because I've been hitting it like right here. So if I get like my scythe, for example...
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
To the right? That's what I was figuring. It seems a little weird. I was hoping it would kind of be a little bit more zoomed in. Oh, there we go. I was so close. It was just like... Whatever. God, we gotta run all the way down and then come all the way back up and then shoot the guy.
This must be the key to Salvador's trunk.
Ah. Damn, this is a great spot to have like a fast forward, cause that would be nice. But while we're here, might as well discuss the game so far, and because I'm pretty sure we're not going to have much after this.
Ah, yes. Lots of ammo.
So I like this game.
Freeze, Hector. Yeah, you heard me.
Sure, Manny. So I really like this game. There are parts where it's like, okay, it's definitely a product of its time. And it's a little awkward to use, to play. What the hell, dude? Manny, come on. So it's a little awkward to play sometimes. It's a little... You have to think like 4 or 5 steps ahead in some cases. But...
I'm not getting any closer until he runs out of ammo.
Can I shoot this or something? Oh, okay. Ah! Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, but let's go investigate anyway. Basically, the skulls on the side here are what, like, sometimes my face makes with this, but Tim Shaver's 2 more games similar to this. I figured he did. Ugh. So, one's another remaster. Psychonauts, I believe. Full throttle, okay.
You can count them if you want. They're all here.
How about yours?
The company gave me one on the other end. Sort of a retirement present. And, demons ride free, right?
Aw, Manny, you know I
Oh,
can't
come on.
go with you. I'm a spirit of the land and all that. I can't ever leave this world.
I guess I got so wrapped up in saving people, I just assumed I'd be able to save you too.
Yeah, but I don't need to be saved. I like it here. I'm not all alone in that basement anymore, thanks to you. I got a new job and all these new friends. I'm a big demon success story.
So, I guess this is it then.
Come here, give me a hug.
Hmm?
You were the best boss I ever had. Bye.
The mariachi band just kind of gets to sit there and stay.
Manny,
Yeah?
when we get to the next world,
What is it, Angel?
are we going to be together?
You know, sweetheart, if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Nobody knows what's gonna happen at the end of the line. So you might as well enjoy the trip.
They're gonna bone. Bone zone. Very fun game. I quite enjoyed that. Definitely a good one to do on Throwback Thursdays. Now the big thing. No, wait, hold on a second. I don't know if I missed something, but did we actually find out the plot of why he wanted to do that? Was it basically what Manny said about trying to like buy his way out? Or was there something else? Because he said no, and I don't know if it was no, that's not the plan, or no, I'm not telling you now, I'm just going to shoot you. It is, okay. Because that was a little unclear. But, alright, cool. So... Oh, no, we're not doing this again.
¿Qué es esto?
Okay. So, definitely a, Did I just overwrite my... I did. Well, shit. Oh well, doesn't matter. We beat the game on stream. We have proof of it. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, all the commentary, yeah, I kind of would like to kind of listen to it, but that's a lot of game in order to listen to. Oh, there's a transcript. Oh, that makes things easy. If you need to, like, kind of keep track of what people, who said what. YouTube? Okay, I figured it would be on there, but... Alright, so that's the end of this game. As for next Thursday, I have to kind of figure what I'm going to play. I don't know quite yet. We might go back to like a one-off like Putt-Putt or something, and we'll go from there, or I'll take a look through my library and see what else we have, but... yeah, that's a good spot to end, I think. And I will be back on tomorrow with more of The Sims. We're getting closer to getting out of the house of many children. But for now, we're good to end. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good night.